Welcome back to the Maverick Podcast, the place where geopolitics meets wit, numbers crunch loudly, and today's global puzzles turn into tomorrow's bold predictions. I'm your host, and today, folks, we've got a hot ticket straight from Beijing, the two sessions of 2025. Is China steering boldly into the future, or stuck spinning its wheels? Let's dive right in. March 5th, 2025. China kicks off its famous two sessions, basically the Super Bowl of Chinese politics. Imagine 3,000 politicians and advisors all gathering, nodding heads in harmony. Well, sort of. Hosted virtually by the brains at CSIS and Brookings Institution, experts Scott Kennedy, Jonathan Chin, Bonnie Lin, and Ilaria Mazzacco dissected every line, every statistic, and every subtle political eyebrow raise. First, a quick spotlight. Xi Jinping is midway through his unprecedented third term, and boy, the stakes are higher than ever. Economic struggles? Check. Centralized power tighter than a Beijing traffic jam? Double check. This year's NPC, normally routine, had two unusual twists. Zhao Leiji, head of NPC, was absent due to illness, and Premier Li Qiang skipped the press for the second year straight. Coincidence? Experts say it loudly whispers one thing: Xi's stage, Xi's rules. Let's talk economy. Jonathan Chin from Brookings nailed the diagnosis. The V-shaped recovery predicted after China's 2022 zero-COVID policy flop turned into more of an uh-oh-shaped disappointment. GDP growth limped to just 4.5% in 2024, way below the optimistic target of 5%. Remember the property titans Evergrande and Vanke collapsing last year? Xi does. He sees it as necessary capitalism detox and shifts investment heavily toward tech and manufacturing. And here's a juicy number. Chinese household savings skyrocketed to a cautious 40% of disposable income, 4 times that of American households. What did Beijing do? Tossed a modest extra 30 yuan, a whopping $4 per head, toward basic medical insurance. Hardly the Keynesian stimulus you'd find in an Econ 101 textbook. On the bright side, Xi did throw a public olive branch to entrepreneurs, even posing publicly with Jack Ma, Alibaba's once-banished tech guru. But investors meeting in sunny Miami this February described China only as relatively stable, basically the financial equivalent of being friend-zoned. Now tech lovers hold tight. China's betting big on high-tech. They're turbocharging AI with a new AI Plus strategy, pushing out an impressive 9.6 million electric vehicles in 2024, grabbing a juicy 35% global export market. Meet DeepSeek, China's answer to ChatGPT. Shocking even Silicon Valley in 2025. Climate watchers, however, brace yourselves. China's green report card isn't sparkling. Coal addiction, standing stubbornly at 60% of the energy mix, has Beijing's climate goals on shaky ground. They're promising zero-emission industrial parks and expanded emission trading schemes. But is it too little, too late? And just when you thought it couldn't get spicier, enter geopolitics. Foreign Minister Wang Yi declared the global environment more severe and complex than ever, taking direct swipes at the U.S. over tariffs and missile deployments in the Asia-Pacific. China's military budget? Up 7.2%, officially hitting 1.67 trillion yuan. But analysts whisper the true figure might be closer to 2.5 trillion yuan. Notably, naval exercises near Australia and joint drills with Russia and Iran in the Gulf of Oman definitely turned some heads. Finally, where's Taiwan in all this? Notably missing from official rhetoric this year was any comforting mention of peace. Instead, a hardline stance suggests stormier seas ahead. So here's the bottom line from the Maverick Podcast. Xi Jinping is doubling down. Centralized control, high-tech bets, cautious economics, and tougher geopolitics. But experts warn without bold structural reforms, China's great leap forward might just land in stagnant waters. So what's your take? Is China wisely cautious or boldly missing its shot? Join us next week for more bold takes and hotter stakes here on the Maverick Podcast, your guide through global chaos. Subscribe now and never miss the action.